Papers on this Bank Holiday Monday after we get a rundown of what else is happening on the news front. Charlotte's across that.
Thanks, Eamon. Good morning. CCTV footage has been released by police in New York showing a man they're keen to trace following the failed car bomb attack in Times Square on Saturday. A white man in his...
Just a pity Top of the Pops is no more, or I could see you doing that rundown.
That was quite nice for a Monday morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of pop music.
Just a wee bit quicker the next time.
Some of the music,
Did you? Yes. Yes, it's sort of like a music rundown. Sky News Sunrise on this Monday morning, this Bank Holiday Monday morning. This is Nick Conrad. After Charlotte with a rundown of what's happening news-wise.
Thanks very much, Eamon. CCTV footage has been released by police in New York showing a man they're keen to trace following the failed car bomb attack in Times Square on Saturday.
Bits of your own in there, Charlotte? Yeah, obviously that's a no. Yes, not too much classical music featured there.
How on earth did Britney Spears get into the
greatest videos of all time?
It is not, Eamon.
What?
It is not.
It's a certain group of people, and that's why they picked the one of Britney Spears dressed in a schoolgirl outfit.
I think you might be right.
What?
Eamon, you shouldn't have admitted that.
You should get a few drinks and you see me performing it. That's another thing. But, Nick, first of all, the front page of the Times played a Jaguar. And then people would actually, he would look like a Prime Minister.
True.
But the bike will have to go and all that.
Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry,
yes.
I must show you this. It does. I mean, there's things like food studies, Eamon.
Situation, this is highlighted by the Daily Mail, and this is to do with bumblebees and wasps. We don't mind, you can kill those all you want, there's no point to a wasp.
Swat away, just not the bees.
But not the bees. Charlotte, many sign of bees? I know you spent a lot of time in your garden over the past couple of weeks. Many sign of bees?
Well, I've seen quite a few bees, and not only that, we've got giant bumblebees around our house, so I don't know what the difference is
like
between
killer
kind
bees?
of...
How
well,
big?
I don't know, they're ginormous.
Show me with your hands.
They're bigger than a 50p
What,
piece,
that big?
anyway. They're kind of about that big, yeah, so...
I'm going to have a really geeky moment. They might be those continental bees that come across, and they are really big, and they pack a more powerful sting.
Well, I let them straight out the window anyway.
Or maybe they're only the queen bee. They're the only one that's left in the hive. Maybe there are no worker bees left. Maybe that's just... We finish with JLS. One of them dates a girl from the Saturdays, I believe.
That's true.
I was with the...
Are they on your iPod?
The Saturdays not listen to them all, yeah. Thanks very much indeed. Nick's back in an hour's time. More stories, his take with those happening here. Charlotte, I'll have the front pages of the papers right after this. Good morning to you.
Thanks, Eamon. CCTV footage has been released by police in New York showing a man they're keen to trace following the failed car bomb attack in Times Square on Saturday. A white man in his...
Never heard of that. OK, here it goes again.
No, but you recognise the song, don't you?
No.
Oh.
No.
OK. It's quite well known.
It's just me. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. If you have any favourites you'd like to add to that, you can tweet us.
Actually, some people are getting in touch to say ones that are missing. Madonna, for example.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Sorry.
Yes.
For busting it.
Yeah. You think Madonna? Madonna doing what?
No, somebody got in touch to say, why isn't Madonna in there?
Why? Well, we don't know. We're just reading it out. We didn't make it up.
So vote for the one you'd like to.
But at Sky Charlotte, at Eamon Holmes, and at news@sky.com. Let us know on those. Good time to look through the paper, Charlotte. Yes. Let's do that. Sky News Sunrise on a Monday morning, Bank Holiday Monday. This is Nick Conrad. His take on what's in them and Charlotte on the news. It's politics that will tell you if you are red, yellow, green, blue. What do you do? It's very good. I'm going to make you do
go
it.
there later and have a look. I will do.
Later. Nick Conrad with the papers after Charlotte with a rundown of what else is happening.
Thanks, Eamon. And CCTV footage has been released by police in New York showing a man they're keen to trace following the failed car bomb attack in Times Square.
Personal favourite in there, Charlotte? OK, sorry I asked. You've had an hour and a half to think of this and we still haven't got it.
But a lot of people still saying, why isn't Madonna there? People agreeing with the Michael Jackson thing that Thriller was. And video-wise, it was an amazing video, wasn't it?
Glad you're right down there with the kids.
I'm going to try that at the gym later, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Synchronised treadmill rocking.
Yeah. I'll give that a go.
I'll leave that to you, Nick. Nick Conrad from LBC. Towards the end of last week on This Morning, and he said he's fighting it for the leaders. Do you fancy? Let us know this morning, news@sky.com.
Do a poll. Do a poll.
A vote for Nick Clegg is a vote for Charlotte's husband, Mark. It
yes,
has
indeed,
to be said. Bear that
it's a ringing
mind.
endorsement for your hubby. Let's just move on to this one because this is the election, obviously, as we gear up for a big week here at Sky News. So, in the news...
He's a big fan of offshore drilling.
True.
And that's where this is all going wrong.
Well, he spoke to the American... But who are they going to...
Their passion comes out during those songs. Grown men will cry at that sort of thing.
You are a fan of musicals after all, aren't you?
Into an aria
Yes, it's a sort of Caribbean. Charlotte, where was that place at the sea that you used to live?
West Wittering.
That's a shingle beach, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And they've got little beach huts and everything
And
down
sand
there.
dunes.
Is that the one that's very slanty, where you nearly kill yourself when you're trying to put your towel down? Is it? Or is that the other Wittering?
No, it might be, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I've been there.
very nice.
It's not very seasidey weather, though, is it?
What are you going to witter about now?
I'm going to wish about your team, actually, Man United.
It's down the road from me in Belfast.
I know he does.
Yeah, I know them all.
Do you have the same hairdresser?
Thank you. We'll take a break. Top stories right after this. Don't go away. Of what else is happening, then I'll have the front pages off the papers after this.
Thanks, Eamon. Police in New York have released CCTV footage showing a man they're keen to trace following the failed car bomb attack in Times Square on Saturday. It comes as investigators say there is no evidence that Islamist militants were behind the plot. Paul Brennan reports.
Sky Charlotte, you're warming up on that DJ front.
Is that getting
or is it a
better?
VJ? It is. You're getting better. 2 hours to go, and see, you'll be chart level after this. And get your radio job. Thank you. Front pages of the papers. Sky News Sunrise on a Monday morning, Bank Holiday Monday. Hugo Rifkin shortly. Stay tuned for that after the news rundown. Charlotte.
Thanks very much, Eamon. And police in New York have released CCTV footage showing a man they're keen to trace following the failed car bomb attack in Times Square on Saturday.
Here come the newspapers on this Bank Holiday Monday morning. This is Hugo Rifkin with this, and the destruction this will cause is obscene. And you look at BP's profits declared earlier in the week, and I think the word obscene can also be used.
Well, sure, yeah, I mean...
Compared, Hugo, is the Labour Party for losing this election. Well, OK, well, I suppose we won't know until Friday, will we? Though they look quite a nice couple, all looks very nice. I mean, I'm sure of it. And here we are with the...
Is it sort of saying that if women have been along a route before, then they will remember it better than men?
Yes, who will still be looking at the map, trying to figure out if it's right, which
There you
makes a
go.
lot of sense. I've certainly been in cars with my wife, and she feels she knows...
Or I just listen to the sat-nav, which tells me which my wife fails to do. She doesn't listen to the sat-nav.
But see, there was this story...
That's the dangers of that. I think I'm quite good, actually, but I'm like this, that if I've been there before, I will recognise landmarks, but it'll be the strange landmarks, like, oh, where's the tree that looks like a cow or something? You know, you remember it in strange ways, but that's how I work it out.
Yeah.
Not very good with maps, I have to admit.
And the other new trend, player, a radio, DVD screens for the kids. Gone are the days of I Spy.
Absolutely, yeah, I Spy.
Recently you go... And you can't remember. You can't remember. So you've been... You're of people...
Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying, why isn't Madonna there? That was one artist that they picked out as being conspicuously missing. Andy Morris also said Pink Floyd, why weren't they in there for The Wall? So not everyone agreeing that it was the right lineup, actually.
So I suppose... And then you've got that awful Queen thing. That
Bohemian
Rhapsody.
That came in at number 6.
It is in there. So forth came in, and people got more ambitious.
Yeah. Is there anything that rings your bell in that list there, Jackie? Because you like a bit of music.
No, because I would have said, again, I'd have thought that Vogue would be in there. But
and
it's
you always
not.
like a bit. Chris, your own favourites? Anything?
I'd like to have seen something more recent in there. There's an LCD sound system video recently for...
But mainly men, do we think, that were voting for this? Does that allow for the Britney's appearance in it?
Michael Jackson crosses all, you know, common sense barriers, so everybody seems to vote for Michael Jackson. Britney, I don't know why that one's there. It wasn't groundbreaking, it's just...
The High School Musical style video, isn't it? It's nothing so exciting. I'm
it's
amazed
no
the
Grease,
Ha's in there. That's just a bit of old cartoon, isn't it?
It was something
Yeah, the thing about the video to match the words in the song, do you like it to be more abstract than that, more artistic?
I think I'd like a bit...
What else was I going to say? Actually,
so you haven't had any emails prepared?
I did. I mentioned some of them already, that people were saying that Madonna was missing. They thought Jaden King was one of the ones, agreed with Jackie, saying Like a Prayer should have been in there. And also Emma L echoing that, Madonna should have been there. Justin P said, what about Black and White? A different one from Michael Jackson, a definite breakthrough. And Andy Morris said Pink Floyd, The Wall should have been in there.
Is anyone agreeing with Eamon about Christine Blakely replacing Us Two?
So far, no. Funnily enough.
Lady Gaga's replacing
Christine for Sunrise, that's the new campaign. We'll be talking about that instead of these two right after this short break. On this Bank Holiday Monday, we're here for another hour. Don't go away.